Yeah, hello there, everybody. How the devil are we all? I don't know why I'm talking like a lounge singer. How are we all? I'm very well, I thank you for asking. Happy New Year to you all. I could have said that yesterday, couldn't I? But I was hungover as fuck, so I mainly watched football. That's just what I did. I'm not going to pretend I was doing anything much more important than that. It just happened. Also, hello there, No Justice MT motherfucking G, and the MTG Raiders, the Marjorie Taylor Greene fans, as it were. Howdy. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Before I even got going, much love to you. Everyone go and follow No Justice MTG, otherwise I will strike you down where you stand. I won't actually do that, but, you know, you should go and follow her anyway, because she's fucking awesome. Anyway, and Happy New Year to you, Helena. I did that sloppy photo. Well, thank you, John DeBrazen. Yes, you did do that. And I don't know what you're talking about, Photoshop. That's just me. I was just chilling. Just chilling. At the bus station in New York, I think that was. If I recall correctly. I don't know what I was up to. I'd lost my backpack with loads of Monopoly money in it. I forget where I put that. I must have just left it in the hotel or something, I don't know. And then, yeah, just started cycling around the city as you do. Completely, like, just cash. Just straight, just cash, you know? It's fine. Anyway. Howdy. Yes. Oh, yeah, well, I suppose of some vague interest to MTG and the followers. I did try and ring into what's his fucking face, Ashworth, yesterday on LBC, and I was silenced. I was silent. I've been cancelled. Is this the cancel culture? Almost certainly not. But even so, they didn't call me back. I didn't get on. When will the white man be allowed to speak to the other white man? Oh, pardon me. So that happened. Yeah, I was cancelled by the woke at LBC. You can't say about LBC without woke. Actually, yeah, you can. Literally none of those the letters overlap at all. That was a silly suggestion, Kev. You've embarrassed yourself. Anyway, howdy. So, first shilling of the year. You can hit the follow button. As indeed Ludwig. Presumably not that Ludwig, but even so. All Ludwigs matter to me.
The return of the sausage.
What about your freeze peaches?
What about my freeze peaches? You're quite right, By Pagan Man. Everyone go and follow By Pagan Man on TikTok. Immediately. And thank you for the first bitty bits of the year. Much love to you. So yes, you can hit the follow button for free. You can subscribe. You can subscribe with Amazon Prime. You can gift subs to the community, as was just shown rather conclusively by Pagan Man. You can do super chats. No, you can do bits messages. 200 bits or more will get you a text to speech. You can do super chats via the Streamlabs link below. $2 or more, they get you a text to speech. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like a news reporter. Back to the studio. Yes. I've got a Patreon, which you can help me out on monthly if you wanted to, available. I've got PayPal, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. I think that is all. If you're on YouTube, hello YouTube. Hello. You can subscribe for free. You can become a member for 99 pence, which is cheaper than a can of Red Stripe, I'm led to believe. By a wise, noble philosopher. You can give memberships to the community at that commensurate price. You can do super chats, which I'll read out because I can't remember how to link that and make that noise happen. I don't know. I don't know basically, so I'll read those. Why is my hair so weird and shite? Stop being weird and shite. Just fucking stay still. I keep forgetting about Threads. Everyone does. I'm just on all of the places that might become the new Twitter, basically. Since Elon Musk, a person we will be talking about shortly, took over Twitter and it became a pile of dog shit, I'm on all of the other sites that will possibly take over from it. Ah, yes, the 707 emotes. Fuck yeah, baby. And thank you, Hatter Hair, for designing that. Yes, the 707 emotes. Look at it. It moves. It's swirly. It's fucking awesome. Yes. Yes. Edging your bets. Isn't it hedging your bets? I think edging your bets is a different thing. That's... I just assumed your name was Kevin fucking Logan. It basically is. It basically is. That or Francis, which is my actual middle name. Either one works. You know. Just saying. So I'm going to have to think of more Mussolini-related things to wedge in there. Or we can just use 707 as our new thing for, like...
Get some help.
Someone who got Luigi'd. Got 707'd. We can use that as our incredibly crafty code that only we will understand, that the terms of service will not understand. Because, I mean, how often does Mussolini pop up in conversation? Like, it's a shame to have an emote for something that happens so rarely. Oh, we're on a hype train. Fuck yes. Thank you, Miss Hire, for resubscribing with Prime for 37 months. That is so long. That is several years ago. Seek help. Immediately. Anyway. We're on a hype train. If we get to level 2 of the hype train, I will desecrate the corpse of a fascist of your choosing. I can do that joke because Christy's not here today. So I don't have to pretend to be civilised or decent in any way. I can just be a wanker. So I'm going to do that. What about a train emote, as Mussolini is linked to trains running on time? Okay, but that just... I mean, is that a pro-Mussolini emote you're suggesting? Because, like, even though actually his... record on public transport and infrastructure in general wasn't actually great, to be honest with you. Fascists generally weren't. And I know people will think, well, what about Hitler and the Autobahn? The Autobahn was largely completed by the time the Nazis came to power. They don't do investment very well. Even with the public works projects, they're often glorified wank projects. They're make work. It's not really useful for the most part. 707 is pro-Mussolini from my point of view. What? What are you talking about, Jim Speak? It's literally mocking the man's corpse being strung upside down outside a petrol station. I genuinely don't know what the fuck you can possibly mean that that's if that's pro somebody. I'd hate to see what an enemy of them thought. You know? Oh, sorry, you're pro that. Okay, but you being pro it is not it being pro the person. I'm suggesting having a train-related emote, specifically for Mussolini, would be like bigging up a thing that people think is an achievement of his. Which is the opposite of what I want to do. If we're going to have fascist-related emotes, and we are... they have to be mocking the fascist, not like glorifying it. Like, it'd be silly like if you had a Hitler mustache emote. Like, that would be celebrating the one vaguely sensible thing about him. The one good thing he had going for him, which was manicured facial furniture. Which, like, I think we can all get behind that. I'm not saying it makes up for anything, I'm just saying it's a thing. Of all the things to bring up about Hitler, the moustache would be a weird one. Just punch the shit out of my fucking keyboard. What is that series of noises? Thank you to Says Thomas with 10 gifties. You are honestly so sexy. I would fucking suck you dry. I will also just do the alert box thing so we don't have to hear that noise 10 times. But thank you. Thank you for the first gifties of the year. Much love to you. In the words of Rorschach, Hitler was a vegetarian. If you're squeamish, leave him to me. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean there, yes. Also, when people say Hitler was a vegetarian, you know he wasn't a vegetarian by choice, right? And it wasn't for the majority of his life. It was after the bomb blast where they very nearly killed him. He had severe stomach acid problems, which meant that eating meat was not a good idea. So he became a vegetarian for the last 18 months of his life or whatever. Also, interesting fact, he could taste very little in the last 18 months as well, because another problem that happened, one of his eardrums perforated and he constantly had acid and wax from his eardrums pouring down onto the back of his tongue, which meant that he basically lost all sense of taste. So, you know, he wasn't having a great time. So that's, you know, something. Just saying. Anyway, who are we talking about? We are talking about, naturally, in the year of our Lord 20 and 25, Adolf Mother Cunting Hitler. As we enter, of course, the 80th anniversary year of his having done the only good thing he ever did in his life, by ending his life. Can we get some 707s in chat? Boom! Straight away. Straight away. Skint tonight, Kev. We'll be back in a couple of days. Make either pay pigs, pay up. Like at Flint, do not worry about giving money if you're skint. That's absolutely fucking fine. Absolutely fine. You go for it, champ. Do not stretch yourself in the slightest to give money to a fucking streamer. Okay. As much as I genuinely am touched and love the fact that people can, if they can, financially contribute to this, it's a wonderful thing, and I thank you enormously from the bottom of my fucking heart. Do not stretch yourself at this shit, okay? This is a weird choice that I and many other people have made to do this. Do not feel compelled to have to do it. Crab dance. Well, for Hitler, I mean, it's not breaking news. It is still fucking funny, but it's not breaking news, is it? In all honesty. Just saying. Anyway. So. Yes, chilling out of the way and all of that jazz. Did we do anything on the hype train? We did not get to level 2 of the hype train. So clearly you didn't want me to finger a dead fascist. And that, I can't help but feel, is not the kind of energy we need in 2025, chat. Tish tish. The emote seems popular anyway. Well, it's fucking badass. Thank you, Hatter. Everyone show some love to Hatter Hair in chat, who made the 707 emote, because it's fucking awesome. Apropos, I didn't ask them to do it, and I certainly didn't pay them. I pay in exposure. No, I didn't even ask them to do it. They just did it of their own volition, and they're clearly very talented. So everyone, give them some love. Otherwise, I will give you some hate. Anyway. Thank you, Elliot Warman, with the bitty bits. What's this? Playing on Hitler's sexuality. In research following Hitler's death, a variety of claims have been made about Hitler's sexual orientation, that he was homosexual, bisexual, or asexual. Conclusive evidence is lacking, but most historians believe he was a heterosexual. There is at least one claim that Hitler had an illegitimate child named Jean-Marie Laurette with one of his lovers. Mainstream historians such as Kershaw dismiss this as unlikely or impossible. Yeah, he doesn't have the riz to be a queer. I'm just putting it out there right now. One of the straightest motherfuckers who ever lived. Brackets, insulting. Anyway, yes. Apropos of nothing, let's start off 2025 with Ammon Animations, because obviously.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. 'Cause the doc is coming to
Hi, Dr. Disrespect.
Who's that? How old are you guys? You guys the exact same age? Are you guys twins?
No.
Oh.
No, my brother's turning 13 and I'm 10. Bye.
Don't you leave without me.
Okay.
Just watch what I do. And watch how good looking
Okay.
I do it with.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna sit in my chair. I'm just gonna focus, okay?
Okay, I mean, don't leave.
I'm not.
We went through a water slide of success, and all these little punk kids were at the bottom in the little kiddie pool, not knowing that a 6'8" oh my God, freak of nature is coming down the water slide at 95 miles per hour, butt naked, fully Vaseline from head to tippy toe, ready to knock every single little kid out.
No, bad. Oh, the backyard, the backyard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's it?
I appreciate everyone watching
Who's
today.
it in the backyard? Who is going to be looking?
We'll get.
Really, like you said, we don't really know some of the.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
don't
through
know
this
the
Champions
map
Club.
very well.
I know it's a tough. That's
because I don't know this one well.
life's weird right now.
Yeah, look.
Okay, so this is Dr. Disrespect, who was a streamer and was caught sexually messaging a minor. Not a minor as in someone who works underground, like extracting ore. No. A child. So naturally he's over on kick now.
We'll get through this, okay? And
Hey, Christopher.
fuck.
Doc's always been in my corner for a long time now. You guys know him and I go way back. It's unfortunate what's happened in the bigger business and the fact that we still don't know what the fuck happened or is happening, you know, and I fucking hate that I hate that I can't play with him. I've always hated that.
And you think I'm gonna stop right there? Woo! You think that's the end of the line? Easy! You think we're done?
Third try, and Baby Sasson's brought me a little cupcake as a celebration.
Then we put the locks on the arena.
I'm gonna eat my cupcake and I'm gonna celebrate. Nothing you're gonna do about it.
We're just getting started. The name is Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, the graying of the hair.
I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little fatigued. Feeling a little burnt out. I've always kind of hinted like it'd be nice to get off and just completely separate, right?
Yeah, we know who you were trying to get off with. And that's illegal.
Go live in Costa Rica or something.
Costa Rica. All share the lowest age of consent in North America. That, I'm sure that's just a coincidence. Just a coinky dink. I don't know what anyone's reading into that. Okay, he's just a small bean. Leave him alone.
Wow, I have known Doc for a while now. We've
Oh, look at the gamer dent. Fuck yes.
played games for years. If what he is saying that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate,
Teeter on inappropriate. I mean, I'm not going to go through the messages or anything because gross. But if you want to go and look it up yourself, you can. I would say it goes beyond teetering on inappropriate. In the same way that going off the edge of a waterfall is not teetering anymore. The teetering process has ceased.
cannot support that.
Yo, checking in. I read Doc's tweet. He basically confirms that, you know, he was texting an underage girl and it went weird sometimes. He was a friend. People think that we're like best friends, like we're hanging out. I don't even know the guy outside of a wig. We took one picture together and newsflash, he was in a wig.
Fucking mistakes, man.
And you think I'm gonna stop right there?
I guess since you all
You think that's the end of the line?
missed the point with my personal statement,
You think we're done?
maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. Cody Connors, you said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch as Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. I even used the word inappropriately, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? People want to
Show the message. Release the messages. Show the messages.
What are we in second grade? Hey guys!
What the fuck does that even mean? Are we in second grade? What? I genuinely don't know what the fuck he means by that. What? Showing evidence of a thing that happened is second grade? Oh yeah, it's got big. It's not pedophilia, it's a hebephilia, and therefore it's fine actually. Libertarian candidate vibes.
When's the last time you stopped by the Champions Club locker room? When's the last time you put on a multi, and I mean multi-million-dollar smile in front of your clients? And said, it was great working with you.
See, and it wasn't unsettling enough. I was thinking to myself, this Ammon Animations is missing something. It's not got the same bite to it. And now he's making me feel scared and uncomfortable. Now we're talking, Ammon. Let's fucking go.
When's the last time you put on that black on slate black blazer and the red bow tie? When's the last time you put on the fake Steven Seagal ponytail and stuck 2 fingers deep into the jar of Vaseline? Put on that...
What the hang on, what the fuck is that sentence? Hang on. Whoa.
2 fingers deep into the jar of Vaseline. When's the last time you put on the fake Steven Seagal ponytail and stuck 2 fingers deep into the jar of Vaseline?
What the fuck does that sentence mean? When's the last time you put on the fake Steven Seagal ponytail and put 2 fingers deep in the jar of Vaseline? What? What does that string of words mean? Chat. I'm weirded out, man. That is fucking... Is he in the... He is not in the Descent of Manosphere, no. He came along after I'd sort of finished doing those. And I'm not sure he's really appropriate for that anyway, because, like, he's a nonce, but I don't necessarily think he's in that... Or was originally in that Manosphere thing, so I don't know. Start 2025 as you mean to go on. Exactly, chat. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a weird year. It's going to be a very weird year.
Put on that goddamn red bow tie. Take that little jar of Vaseline, get your spider grip on it, take off the cover. 2 fingers in there, dip it in. Put it underneath your neck, all over your chest, your ass.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I need you faster than anybody else out there. Remember, we're going down the water slide of success. And if there's a bunch of little kiddies at the bottom of it, they better get out of the way.
I'm very scared, chat.
I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for your support this year. In particular,
Ammon, you are fucking demented, mate, and I love you.
I would like to thank my beautiful patrons for helping me make these things. I seriously appreciate it. On my Patreon, I have behind-the-scenes videos and tutorials for Blender. Patrons can also vote on what I make next. My next video is likely to be titled President Musk, but the one after that is up to you. This year was extremely chaotic. I wanted to make a million videos, but the power of delusion can only take you so far. I'm quite happy with what I managed. I have much bigger plans for next year, so thank you all again, and I'll see you in 2025.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I don't need more fucking demented Tate. Jesus fucking Christ. Talking of demented, Elon Musk. Now, you would think Elon Musk would have a lot more on his fucking plate. But with this happening, outside of the Trump Hotel in wherever the fuck place it was, I don't really give a shit. Was it Las Vegas, I think? Anyway, yeah, a guy, white guy, so naturally not a terrorist. You did, yes, Elliot, you did, and I covered it. Hitler's sexuality bit, yeah. No, we covered that. We had a little read. Yeah, so white guy, but apparently not a terrorist, because again, white guy, in a Cybertruck filled with fireworks and explosives, did a suicide bombing. As you can see there, he did a cheeky little car bomb suicide bombing situation. Now, firstly, congratulations to Elon Musk, because when this first happened, people were just like, what, a fucking Tesla exploded. So he has created a car so shit that people weren't sure whether it was a terrorist attack, car bombing, suicide bombing, or it was just what happened to his car. Because it could realistically have been both. The same would also be true if they'd done one of those, like, driving into a crowd of people, that, you know, when they drive into a crowd, that kind of terrorist activity, because that also could have just been normal. That could have just been normal Tesla activity. Like, it could have been a terrorist attack, or it could have just been the AI. It could have just been the fucking self-driving, swerving you into a family of 6, slaughtering everyone in its path. It could have been either. Who knows? So well done there, Elon. You really are spectacular. And naturally, of course, like I say, being a white guy, he's not being described as a terrorist. I mean, literally, look at this. Where was the thing? Hang on a minute. Here we go. The Associated Press. The man who died in a Tesla super truck packed with explosives outside Trump Hotel was a US Army soldier, officials say. The man who died in a Tesla Cybertruck. The man who died. Did they describe the hijackers on 9/11 as Saudi Arabian citizens who died? Do they often describe suicide bombers as the deceased? The man who died. I mean, I have seen some passive voice bullshit over the last God knows how long with Israel and, like, you know, Palestinian who did an oopsie and died or something, and then Israeli slaughtered, you know, that sort of thing. A man who died is a spectacular use of it. I mean, really excellent work. Now, considering that this was, like I say, terrorist attack and all of that, there it is. There's the inside view from inside the Trump Tower in Las Vegas. I mean, if anything sums up America more perfectly than that image of the palatial, disgusting interior of a Trump Tower and a burning Tesla outside, I mean, it's like America as poetry, basically, isn't it? It's literally just a visualization. It's a living art piece chronicling the downfall of the American empire. And we have seen, dear chat, I think already on the first day of 2025, the winner of this year's Biggest Dick Rider contest. Already. Now, I know you're saying there's a long way to go, and there'll be a lot of attempts at dick riding in between now and then. But I think we've literally seen it. And it's, of course, from Chief Elon Musk Dick Rider, Ian Miles Chong, who says, Elon's decision to build a Cybertruck like a tank may have saved many lives in Las Vegas today. Imagine how much worse the explosion would have been for all of those in the vicinity if it was any other vehicle. I don't know what to do with that. Chat. Oh, come on. Come on, man. You can't suck a dick that hard. That's not healthy, Ian. That's not fucking healthy. You are going to damage your throat doing that. Holy fucking shit bollocks, mate. Fucking incredible. And Elon obviously responds, Cybertruck is the worst possible choice for a car bomb, as its stainless steel armour will contain the blast better than any other commercial vehicle. Dick riding accepted, apparently. But also, I'll just say this. I agree with the first line of that. I agree very much with the first line. The Cybertruck is the worst possible choice for a car. True. It is. Don't bother reading on beyond that. Just that. There's just the first line there. Correct. Anyway, Elon, he's been on something of a tear. Specifically about my own nation of Great Britain and Britainland. Oh yeah. Also, as friends rust, I thought what we could do later, in a moment maybe, is oh, I forgot to upload it, didn't I? Fuck. So we did earlier. We did well, not earlier. The last time I streamed, we watched a football / soccer fans reacting to their team losing type thing, and there was a soundbite that amused me of a guy going, "I don't want to do this anymore." And someone has clipped that out, and I will upload it as a new sound emote alert thing at some point. But I didn't do that. But what I thought we could do is watch the latest one from was it Boxing Day or New Year's Day when Man United lost to Newcastle? Because there's some funny shit there too. Anyway, it was Goldbridge, yeah. Anyway. So that would be like a nice, break from the nonsense type thing. Anyway, Elon Musk reacting to British stuff. He gets on these weird tears in his drug-fueled mania. And for some reason, he's turned his attention to the UK in the last 24 hours. He literally had pinned... Well, I'll go back even further than that. He had changed his name on Twitter to, and I shit you not, Kekius Maximus. Kekius Maximus in the year of our Lord, technically 20 and 24 because it was the last day, but whatever, it bled over into 2025. Kekius Maximus, which is so cringe it makes my feet and balls hurt. It's the cringiest thing in the history of ever, literally ever. Nothing can be more cringe than that. Anyway, he's pivoted away from that to supporting far-right nonsense in the UK. Who uses Kekistanshi in 2025? A person who is perpetually 12 years old. Just saying. Anyway, so it starts off with this weird shit. Again, Ian Miles Chung, biggest dick rider imaginable, going on about rape gangs. Now, just to address the rape gangs thing, anyone who constantly goes on about rape gangs doesn't care about protecting women and children. Rape gangs are a problem, clearly, but they are a fraction of the larger problem. The overall number of rapes and sexual assaults that happen in the UK vastly outnumbers the very, very tiny number of rape gangs that exist or have existed. So if you're only focusing purely on specifically Muslim rape gangs, which again is a tiny percentage of the larger problem, you don't care about protecting people. You just want to attack Muslims. Which is precisely what Elon Musk wants to do, obviously. He agrees here that people should have hung for Rotherham, which endorsing the death penalty there for what? I mean, he not just for the rapist apparently, but apparently politicians who dared to say things that Elon Musk didn't like. He literally argued that Jess Phillips should be in jail. Now, I agree she should be in jail, but for different reasons. It's worth remembering that many of these cases came to the attention of the authority. They leapt into action. They buried them in because of racial tensions, blah, blah, blah. And then Elon Musk tweets out this thing about the Muslimics. It's two brown guys. Now, I would take this a lot more seriously, dear chat, if Elon Musk weren't literally living at the property of a man who was friends with Jeffrey Epstein for many years. Good personal friends of Jeffrey fucking Epstein. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of, it does kind of fuck it up, you know? It does undermine your message slightly, you know? What's this? Trump speaks on the UK immigration crisis. I'm from England and literally none of this is true. Are you living on Mars? Wow. I'm not sure what to do with that as a thing, Elliot, but thank you. But also, Trump is wrong about literally everything. And that's okay, because he's American, and Americans are always wrong about everything. So that's fine. Here we go, retweeting more far-right shit. He was on a real... By the way, can I just say, anyone who tweets this much in a row is not getting work done. This person is not a productive human being. He's just tweaking. Let's be honest. He's tweaking on whatever fucking prescription or non-prescription drugs he's on, and going mad. Only vote reform. It's the only hope. So again, just tweeting out fascist nonsense. Drew Pavlou, what a piece of shit. Brilliant. Some Trump nonsense. Future aliens will make fun of us for we are unable to go to Mars because of regulations. So even the Trump fanboys now are like, we're not going to get to Mars, but it's not Elon's fault, it's regulation. Hilarious. Tweeting out Liz Truss. Remember former Prime Minister Liz Truss that lost to a fucking lettuce? Anyway, these appalling rape gang cases of girls as young as 11 shame our country. Not only do the perpetrators need to be punished, so do the authorities who turned a blind eye in the name of not inflaming racial tensions. Time out. You were a member of the government in 2015, I think it was, when Oldham Council specifically asked that a national inquiry be held into this, and your government denied that possibility. Liz. Elizabeth. Lizzie Poops. You didn't seem to have a problem there. Are you one of the authorities who turned a blind eye then? Should you be going to jail, Liz? Because under your watch, that also didn't take place, did it? Also, you were a member of the Theresa May cabinet. Theresa May, famously as Home Secretary, lost the documentation about the Westminster paedophile ring. So that would be very rich, powerful, well-connected child rapists. And there was a dossier of information about them that she lost. Don't hear you bringing that up much, Liz. What's going on there? Curious. It's almost like you're not doing this because you care about the victims of child rape. Strange. Moving on. Kekius Maximus. What a loser. Ah, here he goes. So, Elon Musk. Why is Tommy Robinson in solitary confinement prison for telling the truth? Firstly, he's not in prison for telling the truth. He's in prison for contempt of court. A third time he's been convicted of that. He then went on the run, having said he would turn up to a court case in London. He then escaped, lived out 3 months in Spain, and then returned knowing he would be arrested. He then pled guilty. So, you know, there's that. Also, he's being held in solitary confinement for his own safety. The thing is, he is a fascist piece of shit. Now, being a fascist piece of shit in jail does not necessarily mean that you're going to be attacked for being a fascist piece of shit, but he's quite a high-profile fascist piece of shit. So there is, understandably, concern for his safety in jail. If you put him in the general population, there is a possibility that bad people will do bad things to him, because it's a fucking prison. It's full of prisoners. It's full of people who have done fucked up shit. And some just up oil protesters, but you know. I don't hear you calling for their release or anything, Elon. Anyway, yeah, so it's being done for his own good, which you would know if you cared. Where are we? Yeah, he's tweeting out about the terrorism, which apparently isn't terrorism because he's white. Only reform can save Britain. If Elon Musk is backing Nigel Farage and reform, that's good enough for me. I urge all entrepreneurs and business owners in the UK to get behind reform. Okay, plenty of dick riding going on. Like I said, that is going to be a hotly contested thing in the coming year. Which one of the Elon dick riders is going to be worse? But like I say, Ian Miles Chong has set the bar. You are going to have to go some to ride dick harder than that, man. Fuck. How can this be allowed? Political corruption at the highest levels. What is this? 1,400 children raped in Rotherham, UK. Authorities did nothing. Over 16 years. Now, don't get me wrong. That's still a huge number of children. But if all you're interested in is just the Muslimics, just on this one occasion, you don't care about children. You don't. Look at the overall number of children that get raped in the UK, and indeed who they are raped by. If you cared. The United Kingdom has failed its children. Turning a blind eye to grooming and gang rape in the name of political correctness. See, James, I was with you in the first one, right? The United Kingdom has failed its children consistently over the course of many decades. Looking at the way in which both the Catholic Church and the C of E, the Church of England, the Protestant Church, have been allowed to carry on with pederasty, just a normal part of life for the clergy, it would appear. The BBC consistently promoting rapists, most famously, I suppose, Jimmy Savile, but there have been many others, Rolf Harris, etc. The UK has let its children down. Fundamentally, the way in which child protection, or indeed the complete lack thereof, up until very, very recently, we really have let our children down. But it's got nothing to do with political correctness. Catholic priests were not allowed to continue to abuse people because of political correctness. Jimmy Savile was not allowed to rape children over the course of decades because of woke. Apparently, we're being told by these very same people that these were the good old days. The 50s, 60s, 70s, before the woke mind virus infected us, when we just allowed rape to just happen. Like, the reason that you know about Rotherham is because something was done about it. Far too late, and not enough was done, but something was done, which did not happen in the past. Back in the good old days. Back in the good old days. When nothing happened. People weren't convicted of it because it wasn't even seen as a crime. I've talked about this before. People used to just call it being handsy. Always a bit touchy-feely with the kids. Yeah. That was just the way it was treated in British society. Well up until like the 80s. Robert Jenrick calls for the prosecution of officials involved with the Muslim grooming gang cover-up. That would include Conservative Prime Ministers, by the way. Also Visegrad, Russian state propaganda. Now, I'm going to put out a thing here. And I don't know that necessarily everyone will agree with me on this. I think there'll be some free speech advocados who probably don't necessarily like it.
Fuck, like I'm not playing with all these mutants.
Quite so. I genuinely think Twitter should be banned. I think Twitter actually should be banned. The UK, and indeed the EU more broadly, banned Russia Today because it was seen as state propaganda, right? It was dangerous. It was undermining to British democracy and British freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Victory is ours.
And whether you like that or not, that was the position that was taken. And I think on that very same basis, Twitter should be banned. Because not only is it also now, as you can see here, being pushed by the fucking prick who owns the place and runs all the fucking stupid algorithms and all of that, Russian state propaganda, but also just fascist propaganda. He has, in the last couple of weeks, said that Germans should vote for the AfD, the actual Nazis, that Britons should vote for reform, that the French need to vote for whatever the fuck the National Front, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves this week. Le blurdy blurdy blur, le racism, whatever, right? This is insidious poison. Fucking insidious evil poison. It is damaging, it offers nothing good or worthwhile. Elon Musk has shown by buying the American election that he intends to corrupt democracy in every way he can, and so Britain should defend itself in a way that America clearly has not and probably cannot because of things like Citizens United. Britain needs to inoculate itself against this pathogen completely. It needs to institute laws to stop him giving money to the Reform Party, or any other political party for that matter. Get foreign, dodgy, dark, shithouse money out of our fucking political process. And it needs to ban Twitter in the exact same way and under the exact same auspices as Russia Today was banned. %100%. I've had enough of it. It's not like I'm generally in favour of the freedoms of the peaches and all of that shit, but there's a fucking limit. Fascism will strangle democracy with the rope we allow it to have. So let's take that rope away from them. Thank you, James from the mother cunting internet. Boom! Welcome in, Raiders. Everyone go and follow James from the internet. Obviously.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Victory is ours.
Yes, thank you. Hello there, Raiderinos. I'm Kevin Logan, a socialist from the UK, and as you heard, I want to ban Twitter because fuck them. Just fuck them. Yes, you can hit the follow button and pop by. I'm like James, but worse at this. Like, if you enjoy James's content, but you think, can I have a sweary British guy doing this like 20% less well? I'm still probably not your man because I'm like 50% less well. But if you can stomach the 50% less good,
ladies and gentlemen,
boom.
We got him. Victory is ours.
I'm your man. Welcome in, everybody. So, yes. Hello there, Raiderinos. Everyone go and follow James from the internet, etc. Right. So, you can also give me money if you wanted to. You don't have to. It's just an option. If you give me money, there's a James Wanker emote. So there's a connection there, I guess. Lord Elon Hoor. There is a certain element to that. Actually, Americanos, are you aware of the Lord Hoor story? Is that a thing is that a cultural meme that has spread over the decades? Or do I need to explain what that reference is? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, my audience are probably a bit more knowledgeable, but does the average American understand that reference point? No. Oh, okay. Lord Hoor. A genuinely fascinating story, right? Lord Hoor was technically actually born in Ireland, but he was a British citizen. And he went to work for... He had an incredible looking character. Actually, I'll get a picture of him up for you. He was during the Second World War, and he worked for the Nazis as a propagandist. He had a big fucking scar down the side of his face. Do we have a picture of him? Give me images. There we go. Boom. He had a big fucking, like, I think it was a dueling scar or something down the side of his fucking face. Incredible. Anyway. There he was, right? And he worked, yeah, so British guy. And he went and worked for the Nazis, both before and during the Second World War. And he was literally the voice of, like, the Nazis to Britain, right? So the propaganda radio stations that would broadcast from, like, the northern shores of Belgium and France into the UK via a radio transmission, he would be the voice that would say the Nazi propaganda, right? So he became well known as, like, the kind of byword for treason, basically. And eventually he was caught after the war and shot. Can we get some 707s in chat? Which I suppose I also need to explain for the new people. Hello, new people. I like to take the piss out of dead fascists. I literally do a thing where if I get on a hype train, I finger the corpse of a dead fascist. Because, obviously, I don't literally do that, of course. It's a metaphorical thing, meant to be disrespectful. Anyway, and I have a new emote, which is 707. You may be thinking to yourself, what kind of crazy-ass code is that, Kev? It's the word lol upside down, which is meant to take the piss out of Mussolini, who, when he was killed, the fascist dictator of Italy, was hung upside down. So it's a lol upside down, you see? It's a very, very clever piece of subterfuge on my part to get around terms of service. Because you're not supposed to mock dead people. But fascists aren't people. So this is fine. Anyway, yeah, so Lord Hoor, propagandist, piece of shit, putting enemy propaganda into the minds of people to undermine them and try and allow fascism to win. Which is why someone referred to Elon Musk as the modern day Lord Hoor. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Where are we going? UK Labour Minister for Safeguarding blocks national inquiry into Pakistani rape gangs. Again, if you only care about Pakistani rape gangs, then you don't care about rape gangs, and you don't care about the rape of children. You don't. Again, we've been through this. It's a tiny percentage of a tiny percentage of a much larger problem. If you're only focusing on Pakistani rape gangs, I think it's more the Pakistani that you have a problem with. Also, yeah, shameful conduct by Jess Phillips. Throw her out. You know we have a thing called democracy, Elon. And she was literally, narrowly, only recently re-elected. Although, by the way, the polling suggests that if that election was rerun, she would lose quite badly to the Workers' Party candidate. Now, the Workers' Party, bag of shit. But it would still be very funny to see her lose her seat. Anyway. DEI, who gives a fuck? Oh, he's literally retweeting Peter Sweden. Having talked earlier about the descent of manosphere, there is one on Peter Sweden. He's a fucking lunatic. He literally described Theresa May as an authoritarian communist. Still one of my favourite tweets of all time. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, journalist Peter Sweden. What's going on? 1. Young girls were raped by grooming gangs in Britain. 2. In 2 cases, the father tracked down their own daughters to save them. 3. The fathers were arrested by police when called to the scene. This is unreal. Now, I have no idea the cases he's referring to, but I can almost guarantee that didn't happen in that way. I can almost guarantee that it didn't happen in the way that he is describing. Because, obviously. What is this? EDL man jailed for 18 months for child sex abuse? Of course. Naturally. Also, this man does appear to be a Ross Kemp cosplayer, which is interesting. The police and courts in Sussex have dealt a major blow to a nasty and pernicious child grooming gangs. You may not have read about this case because the usual assortment of flag-waving, virtue signalling and cash-demanding fash were not outside the court during or after the sentencing. The reason? Well, it's not for the first time, it's one of their own. So yeah, who's this guy? Former EDL activist Peter Gillette. French name! Fucking outrageous. These French coming over here. Has been jailed for 18 years for multiple child sex abuses, including 2 counts of rape. Interesting that, isn't it? The very same people who will tell you that grooming, the transoids or the dragoids are the ones that are the real groomers, go to churches led by people who are regularly convicted of raping children. Interesting that, isn't it? What a travesty. Fuck you, mate. Don't care about any of this. Just get back to talking about Britain, mate, will ya? What's this? Why have police allowed the grooming, rape and murder of British children for over 40 years? Because they don't care. The police have allowed this because the police are often the ones doing the rape and murder. Like, they're not going to lock themselves up, are they? Just saying. If you think that your average Muslim is the problem, but the police are fine, you're looking in the wrong direction. Gad sad. I mean, please die. Here he is tweeting out Tommy Robinson's post of his unbelievably shitty documentary, which contains so many falsehoods that he's in jail. Now again, he's not in jail for lying, he's in jail for continuously libelling someone he already owes £100,000 to for lying about, who was told by the court not to continue repeating that lie, and continue to repeat that lie. That's contempt of court. You go to jail. Worth watching. Worth watching, apparently. Even though, can I just say, he's good friends with Andrew Tate, the guy who's actually a leader of a rape gang, a pederast and a rapist who's going to go to jail in Romania and probably Britain after that for that. But you know, worth watching, worth watching. You see what I mean? This needs to be taken down. This needs to be stopped. Twitter needs to be fucking banned in the UK, and I would argue in the EU, for the good of everybody. This is evil, insidious propaganda. Nothing more. Rotherham dads were arrested after tracking down abusers. I have no idea where they get this stat from. 1 out of every 6 female children between the ages of 11 and 17 were raped by migrants. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? That's obviously not true. 1 in every 7 female children, femoid children between the ages of 11 and 17 were raped by migrants. That's so obviously not true. That's so completely and obviously not fucking true. And yet this wanker will just fucking promote it like it is, like it means anything. Fucking Christ almighty. And it just goes on and on. Like there's a genuine like Trumpian element to this freak, that he gets on these weird like Michaela Peterson. Oh, the one who literally gave her dad COVID by fucking around in nightclubs during the COVID thing, and her dad was in a coma. Do you remember that freak? Yeah. Anyway, very normal person to be talking about this issue. Anyway, Elon Musk gets onto these rants where like the last person he heard says a thing, and that's what sticks in his head. So, for instance, with Trump and the what happened in Sweden last night thing, if you remember that from a million years ago, he sees a thing on Fox News and it just sticks with him because it's the last thing he heard. Or like this would happen with foreign policy, right? So he'd talk to like an EU leader or something and come up with a sensible policy, and then Erdogan would call him up and say something crazy, and all of a sudden American policy would become the crazy thing that he just heard, because he's like a fucking pigeon. It's just the latest thing he sees, he goes over and pecks, and that's it. She was fucking around in Euro nightclubs with Andrew Tate, apparently. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, she's a freak. But again, she really cares about the rape of women and girls, which is why she's friends with Andrew Tate. So again, he's still going on about fucking Tommy Robinson. Jesus fucking Christ. Starmer humiliated as new poll shows unprecedented collapse of support for the Labour government. And then Elon Musk just casually says a new election should be called in Britain. Why? Why, Elon? Like, we literally just had an election 6 months ago. Actually, slightly less than 6 months ago. Now, I despise the Labour government intensely. And if they did call another election, fine, whatever. But you're not doing that because of anything positive. You want to buy that election. You just bought one in America and you're on a high. You want to plough millions and millions of pounds into Reform UK to get your fascist friends elected. This is what I mean. He's trying to destroy what little semblance of democracy we have. And again, we have a scintilla of democracy. We have a wisp, a hint, an overtone of democracy. We have a ridiculously unproportional elected lower chamber. And that is it. And he wants to corrupt even that for his own financial ends. He needs to be stopped. This needs to be shut the fuck down. Interesting that, isn't it? He's retweeting Mike Flynn talking about freeing Tommy Robinson. So this is Tommy Robinson, who entered America illegally using somebody else's passport and was ejected from the country, being called to be freed by Elon Musk, a man who illegally entered America as an illegal immigrant and overstayed his student visa, being retweeted by Mike Flynn, a man who was working for the Turkish government and did not announce that, and therefore was acting essentially as a spy for the Turkish government. America first! Yay! Jordan Peterson wanking off Tommy Robinson. And Riley Gaines. Again, the bigotry train never stops, does it? Riley Gaines, you may remember, came 5th in a swimming event. That is literally the only thing of any note that's ever happened in this person's life. But because a transoid was in the race, she now gets to be the spokesperson for fascism. Moving on. Yes. Just yes. This is what he does, by the way. He will retweet something out with yes, because he's already created the algorithm that means that everyone in the world will see that tweet now. It's disgusting. Free Tommy! We need to free Tommy! Look, if he doesn't want to be in solitary confinement, fine. Don't then. Don't do that. Allow him into the usual general population. See what happens. Also, interesting here, Avi Yemeni, people may not know this, not only in addition to being a Zionist freak piece of shit, also battered his girlfriend. He's a domestic abuser. A very aggressive, violent domestic abuser. But they're doing this to protect the women and girls, you understand? Obviously. Of course. In the UK, serious crimes such as rape require the Crown Prosecution Service approval for the police to charge suspects. No, Elon. You don't understand how our legal system works. But you're rich enough that you don't care, basically. That's not really the way it happens. The police put forward evidence to the Crown Prosecution Service, who then decide whether the case goes on. The police are essentially gathering information and handing it over to the CPS. Yeah. Who was the head of the CPS when rape gangs were allowed to exploit young girls without facing justice? Keir Starmer, 2008 to 2013. Firstly, these cases date back a lot further than 2008. And secondly, Keir Starmer doesn't necessarily overlook every single fucking incident that happens at the CPS. When you're the head of a thing, as you will know, Elon, considering you are the head of Tesla and X, and you have no interest or knowledge about what's actually going on in those companies, you just take the money as profit from that. He doesn't oversee every single fucking decision. That's why, like, I do a joke about him personally intervening to let Jimmy Savile off the hook, but he didn't. He doesn't fucking deal with individual cases like that. When you're the head of the CPS, you're just trying to stop the CPS from collapsing, basically. Yeah, I am technically standing up for Keir Starmer because the facts aren't on Elon Musk's side here. Who is the boss of Jess Phillips right now? Keir Starmer. The real reason she's refusing to investigate the rape gangs is that it would obviously lead to blaming of Keir Starmer, head of the CPS at the time. No, again, the Tories, literally the Tories when they were in office, Oldham Council specifically requested an investigation into this, and they were denied. Erie is still banging on about fucking Britain, retweeting more fucking shit about Tommy Robinson. Time for reform. More Tommy Robinson. It just goes on and on. Look how much he's fucking tweeting out about Tommy Robinson. He's not getting work done, is he? He's not getting fucking work done. He's just tweeting out fucking bullshit. Two-tier Keir. Fucking hell. Again, I didn't hear these wankers moaning at all when Just Stop Oil protesters were being imprisoned. That was fine, apparently, according to Elon and his crew. Okay, that's sort of a funny meme, to be fair. I'll give him that. A good Christopher Waltz meme. Just saying. And then some shit, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so yeah, Elon Musk, piece of shit. We need to pass laws immediately to remove his ability to buy our semblance of democracy from us. To steal it. And Twitter /X /whatever the fuck else he wants to call it needs to be shut down. It's a foreign propaganda service trying to undermine our democracy. It is trying to undermine the rule of law in the UK by consistently pumping out propaganda to try and allow a fascist who pled guilty out of jail. This needs to be nipped in the fucking bud. Thank you, Eric77 the Red, for resubscribing. 8 months. As friends Rust, are you still in chat? I wouldn't want you to miss the next bit. I haven't seen your name though, so you might just be lurking. I don't know. Because I'll be honest with you, I just want to play this just for me and you, I think, mostly. Hey, you're still here, okay. We'll play the Man United bit then. Because fuck it, it's funny. So they lost yet again. They're in a relegation battle. And so let's take a look. Where are we? Pew. So technically this was the end of 2024, but like starting off the year like this is delicious.
Oh, goal!
There you
Early.
go.
Isak.
There you go.
Isak.
There
3
you go,
minutes. 3 minutes 40.
Yeah,
3 minutes
take that
40.
long, didn't it? 40. Yeah. There you
3
go.
minutes 40. Set as predicted. As predicted. First one in. First one in. Very simple. Easy as you like.
It's like no one even there.
As you like, mate. Easy as you like.
They're not even celebrating. They're
Look at
just
this.
laughing.
I used to have one of them. I left it in a pub in Manchester. 1-0 to Newcastle. 1-0 to Newcastle. Cross into the box. In between two defenders. Heads it down into the ground from 4 yards out. Easiest goal you'll ever score. 1-0 to Newcastle. Lovely. Great start. Did we expect anything else? I mean...
Oh my god! He's just that. He's 3 minutes. This is going to be a piss take, man. Oh, I just want to end it now.
It's the 5-0 guy.
Now, please. Oh my god! What's the point in watching the rest? We know what's going to happen. It's going to go 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to sit here, and it's going to ruin my night again. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why do I subject myself to this misery every single...
That, honest to God, this is the cry of the football fan right here. We need to listen to that again. Just listen to it. It's fucking beautiful. I say this to myself so often.
And I'm just going to sit here, and it's going to ruin my night again. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why do I subject myself to this misery every single game? I just turn up and just watch my team absolutely shit the bed.
Yes. Oh, I've never felt more seen. I've never felt more seen than this. Fuck yes.
Goal, down 1-0. Typical. This team sucks, dude. This team fucking sucks. 3.5 minutes, we're still doing this? We're actually gonna get relegated. I'm getting mad, boys. I'm done getting mad. Why do I have any hope with this team? How is it that easy?
Newcastle on the ball. Wait. Lewis on the left. Cross. Isaac has just scored.
Like, there are two main reactions I really like. The intense anger, and then the... Why do I get angry? Look, it's that resignation. It's the learned helplessness that I so connect with. Just like, why even get angry? Of course we're shit. Like, yeah, fuck it. Like, it's that.
Man, I didn't even have time to warm up for the game, bro. I didn't even have time to warm into the game, man. Can I not even enjoy 4 minutes, bro?
Oh, which he does. Beautiful ball in Hoor, crosses it inside, and it's one. Shit! Man. It's only been 3 minutes, bro! It's only been 3 minutes!
Oh no, cross, goal already. It's a goal already, guys. Already 1-0.
Everyone go and follow Boy Meets Mini.
Oh my god. And it's like no one could say they didn't expect that. Like we all knew we're gonna go into this game beaten.
Gordon, 1-on-1, clip to the back post, Isaac scored. There you go. Piece of piss. Not one pass or cross or header for that goal was contested. Not a single one. Every pass, the man had space around him. When they received the ball, they had space around him. When they laid it off, they had space around him. When he fucking heads it in from 6 yards out, he's got space around him. Literally, no part of that was hindered by Manchester United whatsoever.
Way too easy for Newcastle as well. Oh, fuck off, bro. 1-0 already, bro.
Fuck off, bro.
Brother, Like, bro, before the game, man was just saying, yeah, man can't concede the first goal, and we concede after 3 minutes, bro. Bruv, a free header from Isak, you know, a free header, bro. I don't even know where to begin, bruv.
Oh, come on! I was expecting us to last longer than 3 fucking minutes, for fuck's sake! Isak has emptied his sack all over Old Trafford, for fuck's sake!
Fuck off. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me sideways. Dickhead. Oh, we're having that again.
I was expecting us to last longer than 3 fucking minutes, for fuck's sake! Isak has emptied his sack all over Old Trafford, for fuck's sake! Never mind St. Nick and Santa Claus, Isak's the one emptying his fucking sack in the gap. You know what? The Butcher Martinez, you have been serving up rotten, stinking...
Oh, we're having it again, sorry.
You know what? The Santa Claus sack 3 fucking minutes, for fuck's sake!
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Isak must have last longer than 3 fucking minutes, for fuck's sake! Isak has emptied his sack all over Old Trafford, for fuck's sake! Never mind St. Nick and Santa Claus, Isak's the one emptying his fucking sack in the gaff. You know what? The Butcher Martinez, you have been serving up rotten, stinking, gas-tastic, cranberry-filled sausages for too fucking long now, my son! Christmas is over! What is the matter with this rancid butcher? Well, look at him, he's bloody tiny! Slabbo Maguire doing his best butcher impression as well, cutting the whole foot off of his fucking shins. Rooted to the spot. I don't understand these prats. They're shite, aren't they? One of them's tiny, one of them's massive. It's fucking weird. What's that all about? You know, it's like we've got Tom Thumb and the Johnny Green Giant playing for us at the back there.
Oh, here we go. Hull's got room on the left-hand side. That's a good cross. 1-0. Fucking hell, you're so shit. You're so fucking shit. Absolutely shit. First attack and it's a fucking goal. You are so shit. You should be sponsored by bloody Andrex. You absolute tossers. Fucking 1-0 down to Magpies FC already. Absolutely shit. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. Every fucking week. Bournemouth. Bloody Wolves. Forest. And
yeah,
now
they lost to
Newcastle.
Wolves. Oh, they lost to Wolves.
Get fucking banged. More than a porn star's back door at Old Trafford.
He's Partridge. He's Alan Partridge. Oh, he's literally Alan Partridge, man. Oh, fucking hell. One second. Oh.
Bloody Wolves. Forest. And now Newcastle. We get fucking banged. More than a porn star's back door at Old Trafford.
Back door? No. Fuck me. Amazing. Amazing. Not only does he make the anal sex analogy, but he can't even say, like, asshole or something. Back door. Back door. That man was a police officer. That man was a police officer. Fucking 13-12, lads. Let's go.
भाई incompetent seriously they will never learn. They will never learn.
Hitman, oh bye. What a surprise. What a surprise we concede from a header. What a surprise we concede from a cross by. Newcastle United score and it did not take long by. Another cross, another header, another goal by Isak. Welcome to Manchester United, Newcastle United. What a surprise.
चलो हो गया भाई. One pass, one cross, one goal. One cross, one goal. Nonsense man, nonsense. एक क्रॉस और सीधे गोल. क्रॉस ऐसे करने देते हैं जैसे हलवा हो. Just a bit of deflection from Mazrai and it's a goal. One cross, one goal.
Oh, the glasses have come off. You know it's serious.
पहला क्रॉस ऐसा बोल भाई मगवायर कर क्या रहा था वहाँ पे मगवायर इजीली रोक सकता था राइट और मतलब पता है पीछे इसाक है यार
No. Watch it. Watch him. Balls in. I said watch him for God's sake in the box. Isak scores it. He's 1-0. Can't even bloody let me drink my water in peace. 1-0 to Newcastle United.
I like beardy beefcake. Let's have a look. Hello.
3 minutes gone. Alexander Isak scores. He's the danger man. How can he have a free header in the box? Who's marking him?
No, he's struggling.
Ball in. There you go. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0.
Do you know what? Yeah. Amrit may as well go home, you know.
We are so fucking, this is so low. Yeah, this is so low. Not even like disrespectful to Newcastle, but this is so low in the sense of for close to 20 minutes we have been battered. We look like a newly promoted side.
You've been battered more than a porn star's back door.
That's what we look like. A newly promoted side's getting relegation battles. That is where we are.
There's no pressure on the ball. Martinez, punk, scrub.
Newcastle now again, chip into the box. Yeah, it's 2-0. Another header, another cross, another header, and it's 2-0. Joe Linton with it this time. United from crosses, balls into the box. Might as well be a set piece. It has the same makings of it. A cross into the box. No one getting up there. No one trying to win the header. No one taking charge, dominating. And another goal conceded. Terrible. Dirt. Useless. Embarrassing.
Dirt.
2-0 to Newcastle.
God, man. Another cross, another header, man. Yeah, just keep letting him cross it in, Mazraoui. Just keep doing that. Keep that up, guy. Good job, man. You're doing really good. Really good. Oh, my days. That was the quickest. What am I thinking betting on these fucking idiots, man? Under 1.5 goals for Newcastle. Dead within 20 minutes. This club, we're going to lose this game 5-0. Joke. Joke. Shit-ass team. All these players should be fucking banished from the club. Honestly, I would rather us play youth players, play Wheatley, and at least give them a chance than see these guys, because at least they're going to put up more of a fight.
Oh, Newcastle in the box again! Oh my god, bro! We cannot defend crosses for shit, bro! Oh my god! We're worse at defending crosses than Jesus Christ himself, bro.
It's so true. Oh. And Jesus was magic. He could have stopped that shit. But did he? No. He had 2 defenders, one either side of him. Fucking rubbish. Why does he have a Fiorentina shirt? I have no idea.
Oh my god, bro. Every single cross is just a shit show.
Oh no.
Gordon, let's find Isak here. Let's find Isak here.
God, again.
That's not Isak.
There you go. There's your Gordon assist.
No, but I need to beat the Isak.
Oh my god, man. It's 2-0 already. We cannot defend. It's this midget again. It's this midget again. Yo, take the captaincy off him and send him back to the locker room. What's the point of this kid even playing?
Definitely not been in the shirt. I'm going to frame.
Martinez is funny because, like, he's probably about 6 foot, but like in the land of the giants at centre
Turning away
half.
from Ericsson, it's a good.
Oh, that's the actual goal. Okay. Yes, thank you, Miss High. What's he talking about? Jesus was all over that cross. True, but to be fair, the cross definitely won. Like, I don't think Jesus can chalk that one up as a dub. You know what I mean? Like, that was not a dub of the epic or non-epic variety. That was Al Riz from the J-Dog. Yeah, he's 5'11" or something. Yeah, exactly. So like it's like when you see in basketball, you see like a point guard who's like 6'2", which is like, that's tall, man. 6'2" is a tall person, but in basketball that's nothing. And so he looks like fucking Bilbo Baggins, trotting around the place. You know, looks like a little fucking Oompa Loompa lad. To be fair, Jesus couldn't get his foot away to kick it. True. In many respects, the Romans were fouling Jesus by nailing him to the cross. You're not allowing him to compete for the ball, are you? Should have given a foul, to be honest.
Meat shirt I think I've got instead of wearing it. Oh, there you go. 2-0. 2-0. In fact, let me just put 3-0 up now. No, not to us. Bloody definitely not to us. Let me just skip the.
He literally has.
In fact, you know what? I'll just put 5-0, and then we can all just get on with it.
What the fuck? Gordon takes on Mazzarari. Gordon again crosses it in, and Jolita has scored. My team is dead.
He turned into a tiny man far away. Listen to this. He goes from being a grown person next to the microphone to a tiny man in the distance.
My team is dead.
My team is dead.
I just got, you know, I can't show my face right now. I can't show my face.
Liverpool is going to have a field day with this team, says Levi. 2-0.
Jesus made a great recovery. That is true. Last ditch defending. He rolled the stone out of the way, came back. Got good feet for a big man, you know. Okay, enough Jesus-related football bans for now, I think. What is this, Elliot? Oh, man. Funniest football chance. Okay, we can do that in a bit.
I can't show my face.
Liverpool is going to have a field day with this team, says Levi. 2-0. Fucking hell, mate. I can't believe it. It's like watching a replay. It's like watching UK gold, but it's not gold. It's absolutely shit. It's literally the same thing again. Martinez up against Joel Linton, which is pretty much like Tyson Fury jumping for a header with fucking Bilbo Baggins. But, mate, it's 2-0 after 20 minutes. We've not even had a shot on goal. It's absolutely embarrassing. Man United's defence is about as useful as a bloody red light on Grand Theft Auto. Absolutely terrible. Oh, mate.
That was always what was that one annoying shithouse fucking level on one of the Grand Theft Auto games where you had to deliver a bomb to a place and like detonate it or whatever, but you had to do so in a way that didn't attract the police. So you had to literally like get in traffic on the motorway and like gradually get to your destination and turn up, and you couldn't like do traffic violations. And I was just like, I was sat there playing the game thinking, I'm in traffic. Why? I already have to commute to fucking work. Why am I now? This is supposed to be fun. Why am I sat in traffic? So that's the one time where the red lights do mean something in Grand Theft Auto. Anyway.
Oh, fucking hell. I can't believe this. I can believe it. I actually can believe it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate! They've done it again! It's 2-0! It's exactly the same goal we just saw a minute ago! Apart from it's Jolinton instead of Isaac getting it past Andre Onana, the absolute scarecrow in goal, and the ball's coming from the wide left, the Butcher, Martinez, Maguire, the fucking Johnny Green Giant, and everybody else in the back there, nowhere to be seen! Somebody get fucking Maguire and Martinez's face on the side of a fucking milk carton, because we've got some missing persons out here for Pete's sake, mate. What's going on?
Man, this is fucking horrific. This is absolutely disgraceful, guys. I can't lie, yeah. This is the worst we've played under this manager, bro. Like, I'm in shock at how bad this is. Do you know what I mean? A man are gonna say, oh, no Ugarte, no this, no that. Nah, bro. I know we've made quite a few changes, but this is fucking shit, bruv. Another header as well. Man are playing 3 centre-backs and man are conceding headers for fun.
And a man-to-man press against Bruno Guimaraes, that's never going to work.
No, it's not. Oh, fuck off. Another free header. Fuck
it
off.
Wasn't a free fuck header, off.
Header. Fuck off.
Bunch of absolute dickheads. Bunch of absolute dickheads. Thanks. इनसे
I think we found a new fucking noise alert. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, hang on. No. There we go.
bunch of absolute dickheads. Bunch of absolute dickheads. Cunts. इनसे वाहियात फुटबॉलर्स नहीं देखे लिटरली इनसे घटिया फुटबॉलर्स मैंने नहीं देखे भाई इतने साल से फुटबॉल
Bunch of dickheads. That should be my new raid alert. I don't think I'm being offensive enough by just calling them mutants. I think I need to up my game. Too many people are staying.
इतने साल से फुटबॉल देख रहा हूँ इनसे वाहियात फुटबॉलर्स नहीं देखे मैंने Lisandro Martinez getting beaten twice and Newcastle have come to get something out of this game and again a header and again a goal bhai Joe Linton it's 2-0 guys congratulations it is 2-0 bhai wow what a surprise we concede another goal from the header bhai wow congratulations it's 2-0 bhai kya body language hai bhai how are the players letting this happen at Old Trafford 5-0 6-0 क्या ये वो है क्या भाई अब मतलब गाली वाली परफॉर्मेंस होगी क्या यार 19 मिनट में 2 गोल खा लिया भाई व्हाट अ सरप्राइज लो भाई 2-0 अरे प्रॉपर ह्यूमिलिएशन आ रही है भाई गेट रेडी मैं बोल रहा हूँ गेट रेडी फॉर दिस जस्ट लुक एट लिसांड्रो मार्टिनेज
Oh, the glasses are off again. Oh, he's absolutely distraught.
आज रिकॉर्ड टूटेगा ब्रो आज रिकॉर्ड टूटेगा गोल खाने का
Okay, it's a foreign language, so I presume that wasn't that word. Anyway, I mean, listen to the deep sadness that comes from the soul of a person. That's not even from his throat. That's from his fucking heart. He is bleeding. Jesus Christ! You'd think someone had died.
Ball comes in. Bam! Damn it! 2-0. Joe Linton.
I do kind of want this man to wrap his big arms around me. We just hug. We'll just have a little snuggle session, you know?
Scores is 2-0. They're bullying us. In there, they're bullying us. They're bullying Martinez. He's lack of fight. He's lack of aggression in the box. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to be the butcher. You're getting butchered yourself, lad.
Get here, Pika lad. Get in there. Get in there, Pikachu lad. I'm going to festively punch this Pika lad. Where's my Christmas hat? Fucking get on you. Pika's getting a fucking Christmas haymaker because United are fucking shit. Ah!
Why is Pikachu cupping it?
Shithousers! They're absolutely crap.
You leave the fucking Pokemon out of this. They did nothing.
There's the final whistle, guys. Eddie Howe and his Newcastle United side have come to Old Trafford and smashed us up in the league for the first time in fucking nearly 3 decades or whatever it is. A long time coming this result has been. And unfortunately, we are properly shite. You could have predicted this beforehand. In fact, we all did predict this beforehand. We all predicted this. This United side's let us all down again. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassed.
If you want to link some as friends Rust, go for it, man.
I feel just completely gutted, guys. I'm just saddened to the core. What's gone on at this football club? Absolutely disgusting stuff, isn't it? Obviously, teams are coming to Old Trafford with no fear whatsoever. I mean, goodness me, I never thought I'd see the day when teams like come into Old Trafford like Bournemouth and Newcastle and this sort of stuff and peppering us so much the way they have. Look at this. They're showing the league table -5 goal difference at the start of January. Man United in 14th position with a -5 goal difference on 22 points. Only 7 points above the drop. We are in a relegation battle, mate. I don't think we're going to get relegated, but how can you not be in a relegation battle when you're literally teetering on the edge of relegation? We are in a relegation battle. Amarim's going to get better. In January, we'll sign a couple of players, hopefully, get rid of a couple of shite bags, and we'll get better. But to pretend that we're actually not close to relegation zone is insane. We're on -5 goal difference. That's absolutely piss poor.
True.
To Mount says Aaron, right, I'm about ready to start the clock here. Gundogan kicks the game off and we're ready to go. Look, Man City have gone long ball already there. Flicked into Haaland. Oh my God. The fuck are we doing? You can't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. What did I say before the game? Pick up the fucking runners. 15 seconds in. 15 seconds. Pick up the runners, I said. Pick up the runners. Gundogan has got a bloody volley on the edge of the box, unmarked. Fucking useless pricks. What a waste of time. You've just fucked it. You absolute dickheads. I can't speak about this. Absolute twats. Where's the midfield? Where's bloody Ericsson? It's Ericsson. It's bloody Ericsson again. Ericsson again. Simple as that. Lost his runner. I told you. He's a bloody waste of space. Oh, you know what? I hate being tactically astute. But we spoke about this in the build-up. You've got to go with your runners. He's lost his bloody runner in the first 15 seconds. Fucking idiots. I tell you what, you're in for a long afternoon now.
Oh. Absolute belter. Absolute fucking belter. Okay. Wow. Talking of belters? No, that's not right. Anyway, the continued crash out. Ethan Klein. Freak. Just fucking freak. Piece of shit. Garbage bag. Awful person. Anyway, he's decided to continue crashing out in the most pathetic way possible. So, let's have a look, I guess.
Hello, everybody. It is Ethan Klein from the basement with a light and a good camera. That's right, I'm all set up here. And today, I've got a special episode of Ethan Klein crashing out solo on his own.
It's so funny because I acknowledge that I'm crashing out, therefore it's fine actually. This is normal. I don't need therapy.
Featuring none other than Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch and the director of community marketing. She's the head of TwitchCon, Mary Kish. Now these two people were conducting a Q&A, I believe, yesterday or the day before, where I think.
So this is him just going to be whinging that they haven't banned, I don't know, pro-Palestinians? Sorry. Let's say the anti-Hamas, Hummus. Those who refuse to condemn the Hummus people. Yeah, fact. Hello, Cosmopolitics. Everyone go and follow Cosmopolitics. Otherwise, I will fucking end you. I won't actually do that, but, you know. You should go and follow her anyway, because she's cool.
This is his first time coming online since all the anti-Semitism broke. It's been about 40...
All the anti-Semitism broke. All the Just analyse that sentence for just a brief second with me, chat. All the anti-Semitism broke. Does he think that anti-Semitism has only just been a thing, and that he's like the one who outed it or something? Does he think that he's discovered some massive anti-Semitism that was actually there on Twitch? Does he think that no one was aware that anti-Semitism existed at all, and that he's like, I don't know, some big fucking, he's like, this is Watergate, but for Jewish people? Actually, well, Bernstein, it's called Bernstein, so you know. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. He's the one who's discovered the anti-Semitism. So, you know. By the way, when I pointed out Bernstein, I just meant like he's a Jewish man, and he did the or was one of the two that did the Watergate. Woodward's still going, isn't he? I think. Doesn't he still? Didn't he release a book about Trump or something recently? I think so. Anyway. Yeah, Jewfro is a thing. Yeah. Have you got a Jewfro? I've been honoured by my Jewish friends when they describe my hair as a Jewfro. I feel like I've been accepted as one of the tribe, you know? It's beautiful.
Days or something. So he comes on here and he's going to be doing some Q&As, answering questions from the community. Come here, Ducks.
Oh, Papa.
Ducky's here, by the way.
Oh, your Paparino.
Ducky does not tolerate anti-Semitism of any kind. And while they're taking questions...
Yeah, did you know that anti-Semitism was just like a thing that existed, right? But no one knew about it? And then Ethan Klein came along and discovered anti-Semitism. He is very much the Isaac Newton of anti-Semitism. When the apple of anti-Semitism fell on his head, Ethan realised that the anti-Semitism was there, and lo, did he tell the world about it, and brought an end to this scourge.
A few, well, here, let me just give you an idea of what goes on here.
And it's my first time with Dan hosting, so exciting.
Oh, wow. But during the course of this here, from chatters, let's take a look. Here it is. Now, these weren't even phrased like rudely. These were phrased like fairly respectfully. I mean, not very respectfully. And these people were permanently banned for it. This person was permanently banned. They says, why do you not ban streamers that show terror propaganda on your website? It's explicitly not allowed in TOS, but if you're big enough...
So I think they literally want Hassan to just get banned, I think, now. I don't know. Yeah, he has lost his one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's his intervention in the last few days that got fucking Adrian Vixen fucking banned for daring to show Luigi or whatever. Since 2018, Bob Woodward has released 5 political journalism books which featured Donald Trump in some capacity. 5? Really? Good lord. Carl Bernstein is also still alive, but he releases way fewer books. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You let them get away with it. Permanently banned. Another user asked, do you care to comment about the ADL and anti-Semitism on Twitch? That, by the way.
Oh, the ADL, the group that's like obviously a front for like Israeli government interests, that doesn't actually really give a fuck about anti-Semitism, and it just wants people to to not criticize Israel. That's it. That's literally it. Yeah. That's the most relaxed Jewfro I've ever seen, kid. Well, that's because I'm sweating, because I left the fucking heating on. So my Jewfro is moistened. Like a succulent brisket. The fuck am I talking about?
Completely fairly written. Not judgmental, not loaded. They were permanently banned for asking that question. It's kind of what everybody's been talking about. So if we're going to be doing a Q&A, you know, let's not ignore the elephant in the room here, people. You know what I mean? I have a friend who called me with an anecdote.
Oh, well, that's okay. Then anecdotes are definitely worthwhile. Yes. Why don't you, Dan Clancy, cater specifically to my hyper-specific thing that's definitely a massive issue and isn't just me flaming out like a fucking lunatic?
This is a big creator, streamer, someone that I trust who has no reason to lie to me. They were a part of a event that got canceled. And he got a call from Dan Clancy, who says, I'm so sorry. We have to be super careful right now with brand friendliness. And the reason that we're doing this, and he apparently name dropped me, because people like Ethan Klein, who don't actually care about anti-Semitism, are cynically going after our platform.
Yes, that is precisely the issue. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't say that Ethan Klein doesn't care about anti-Semitism. I think he does. I think he doesn't like anti-Semitism, understandably, given that anti-Semitism, A, is an incredibly shitty thing just in general, and B, being that he is a Jewish man who is married to a Jewish person and all of that. However irreligious he may be, beside that, he's obviously ethnically from a Jewish background. This obviously impacts him. So I think he does care about anti-Semitism. It's just that in this, he has been so blinkered by his weird irrationality now that he's not going after anti-Semitism. He thinks he is, I think. I think this is genuine. I think he's so, like, delusional in his approach to this now. He's so brain broken. The worms have eaten so much of his brain that I think he genuinely does think he's still going after anti-Semitism. Whereas what he's actually doing is like bunny boiling over Hassan, who won't dick him down anymore. Basically.
So there's Dan Clancy, who apparently thinks that I'm doing this, that I'm burned half my audience just for fun, and that I don't, and that I think he doesn't think it's...
No, I don't think you did it for fun. You did it because you're a fucking lunatic. Yeah.
Actually a problem, which is ironic considering what we're going to talk about next. Now, here is...
By the way, this video, rather tragically, is called Why Does Nobody Care? Why does nobody care? That is a very good question. You should ask yourself that, Ethan, I think. Why does no one care about your fucking mentalness? Really, genuinely try and tap into that. Don't just ask it rhetorically as like, oh, well, I have to have a title for the fucking thing. Like, ask yourself that, Ethan. Look in the mirror. Look deep into the mirror, into the eyes of the man staring back, and say, why is no one taking me seriously? Why is it that people think that I'm a fucking lunatic? Why does no one care about my absolute fucking tripe? And get back to me with what ideas spring forth from that self-interrogation. I'd be so interested to see if you are still, or if you ever were, capable of that kind of internal critique. It's a good litmus test for the health of one's brain, I think. Exclusive. The man suspected of being behind Tesla Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas was a big Trump supporter and voted for him in November. Okay. That's interesting. Sources say Matthew Livelsberger, that's not a real name, a Green Beret who enlisted in the US Army as a teenager, was a fan of the president-elect. So what was he doing then? What was his... I mean, I suppose it's probably too early to surmise, but like, what the fuck was the point? Like, he blew a Cybertruck up outside of a Trump tower, but he liked Trump. What's the... I don't know. The man suspected of being behind the Tesla Cybertruck explosion in Las Vegas was a big supporter of Trump. The revelation came after from an interview with Matthew Livelsberger's loved ones and investigators, the source said. His family added that he believed the 37-year-old Green Beret who died on Wednesday's last outside Trump International Hotel had Republican leanings. The revelation tracks with old Facebook comments, what Livelsberger's uncle Dean told The Independent about his nephew's politics on Thursday. Quote, he loved Trump, and he was always a very, very patriotic soldier. A patriotic American, Dean said. It's one of the reasons he was a special forces for so many years. Records in El Paso County, Colorado, indicate that he registered in 2020 with the No Labels Party, which supports centrist common sense candidates. The same email Livelsberger used to sign up for LinkedIn was listed, had an account on the far-right website, The Post Millennial. How many fucking terrorist attacks are going to be linked to the far-right before the American government do something about them? Jesus. Much remains unknown. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what his fucking motives were. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, if a terrorist, like, you'd say, I don't know, a fucking 9/11, right? 9/11, it's clear why they did what they did. Once you realise who they are and what they're connected to, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong, it's still fucked up and evil. I'm not claiming it's fine. I'm saying there's a thought process you can follow from A to B to C as to why that makes sense. Whereas this doesn't make any fucking sense. If he's a Trump supporter who voted for Trump 2 months ago, rented a Tesla, so this, I mean, that has to be a specific part of this. That's not an accidental, like, oh, it was just a random car. No, this was an Elon Musk / Donald Trump related affair that was taking place here. The location and the type of car are obviously specifically chosen. Can I borrow a fee? Okay, I presume that's in relation to not Elon Musk, to Ethan Klein. Yeah. HB1 visa opposer would be my guess. Possibly, but I don't know that this makes that mess. Oh, although I suppose whether terrorists are acting in a way that will actually bring about the effect they want or not is different to, are they doing it for that purpose? So it's possible that that's true. But that story only blew up, that's unfortunate. That story only came to pass, really, in the last few days. And whilst, obviously, it is possible to organise this kind of terrorist incident relatively short order, because it was fireworks and petrol, so it's not exactly high-tech. That would seem like a really weird line to go with. Or a weird, because terrorism doesn't just happen like on the fly. It's not like you just make the snap decision to like do a thing. I don't think anyway. And so, or in most cases, like you can get like a shooter or something like that. But he specifically, because he lived in Colorado and went to Las Vegas, which okay isn't that far, but like is far enough. Rented a Cybertruck, drove it specifically to Trump Tower, and did a suicide bombing over H-1B visas. Really? That seems like some fucking whack shit. Like, at least if you think you're getting 72 virgins and you're doing it for God and blah blah blah, like that makes, again, sort of sense. Whereas this it doesn't sit right. Now, again, I'm not doing the conspiracy thing. We'll have to wait and see what investigators find in terms of his motive. But, like, there's some actual crazy... It's unsettling. It doesn't make fucking sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't follow through with that. Usually a terrorist attack, even within reasonable order, makes, like, you can kind of piece it together, but this one just doesn't sit right. Allegedly shot themselves in the head first. Oh, really? Okay. People going out. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was a great replacement thing. Although that would be ironic, going on about how they're trying to replace us, and then you kill yourself. Well, you replaced yourself then, didn't you dickhead? Again, I'm not expecting terrorists to necessarily have a cogent line of thinking in terms of the actual outcome of what they're doing, but it's strange. It's strange. We'll leave it there for now, because again, this is why I sort of didn't want to focus on this tonight, or the thing that happened in New Orleans, because we don't really know enough about it, do we? Conjecture about things as they're ongoing isn't particularly helpful and can often fuel conspiracy thought. Like, if the initial reporting on a thing is almost always wrong to some extent because you don't have accurate information, so any conjecture on that is likely to be in some part false. So when the story then changes to what actually is the truth from what was initially reported, conspiracy theorists go, look at the difference between this thing and that thing. What are they trying to cover up? You know. I was thinking about doing a bit on the show. I couldn't be bothered in the end. But basically doing a whole bit where it's like, see, it used to be 2024 and now it's 2025. What are they hiding from us? Do they think we'd forget that it used to be 2024? Why have they made this change? Who benefits from this? Follow the money, you know. But whatever. He probably felt betrayed. To be fair, they should feel betrayed. They absolutely should feel betrayed. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that entitles them to do terrorism. But they should definitely feel betrayed. Because basically everything Trump said during the election he's gone back on. Right? I don't know if you saw this week, he's now saying, now that the rubber hits the road of him having to actually do something, he's now saying that the Ukraine-Russia war is complicated and may take slightly longer than expected to sort out. Even though during the election he was like, one day, if you give me 1 day, I'll have it sorted. I'll have a peace deal on the table and everything will be fucking fine. And now that he has to actually do something, he's like, it's complicated, okay? This may take some time. Yeah, dickhead! That's what we were fucking saying. Even if you try and push both sides extremely to get something done, it's still going to take weeks. At the very, very least. At the very least weeks, if not months. This could still drag on for fucking years. Who knows? Fuck me. The gas prices, well, it's difficult. You know, gas prices and egg prices and stuff, who knows? Oh, we're going to have to kick loads of people out. Actually, we need to bring loads of people in, HB1 visas, because Elon says so. President Dittman said that we need more HB1 visas, so... Fuck's sake. There was a noise that happened. Thank you, Super Tiny Bob, for gifting a membership. Sorry, hang on. No, Joseph McDowell was gifted a membership. Why do they do that? They word it the other way around, so it's Super Tiny gifted on the initial thing, and then at the bottom, something was gifted by that. So I read it the wrong way both times. Thank you, Super Tiny Bob, for confusing me. I'm very stupid. I make zero apologies for this. Don't forget, everyone, you can, if you are feeling generous in this new year, you can become a member. You can do super chats. You can do. You can become. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can do bits messages and all that jazz. And if we get to level 2 of a hype train, the fingering will commence. Of whom we are yet to decide. But if you wanted to start off 2025 with some digital corpse molestation, you know what to do. Partner push 2026. If you have to lie to win, you clearly have a shit platform. Yeah, well, exactly, Brody. We all said this. We literally already said this, didn't we? During the election, all the way through. Trump is lying to you. He cannot and will not achieve these things. Partly because some of them are unachievable. Like, regardless of how much he wanted to push for peace in Ukraine, there are historical, political, economic, and now sunk cost complications, which mean you can't just snap your fingers and get a fucking deal. That isn't how it could possibly ever have been sorted. It is, to quote Donald Trump now that he's already won the election, a very complicated situation, which is going to take some time to fucking do. Yeah, we know. We know. Yeah, it's very complicated. I wouldn't expect him to be able to do that. So the fact that he was promising to do it is fucking gross. He was lying to people. Yeah. He just was. That's all he fucking does. That's all him and his fucking crew do. Sorry, just gave all my money to Suze Kempner this week. Well, Mr. Peter Wood. Mr. Peter Wood. That's fine. Suze Kempner's awesome. As long as you're giving it to awesome people. Or indeed spending it on yourself. Or buying drugs. That's spending on yourself, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Jason Ashby, for gifting a sub to Super Tiny Bob. That is the right way round. I got it. Fuck yes. Trying to sneak one by me there. Ugh. Peace defined here as surrender to Putin. Basically, yes, he does. And that's the point, isn't it, Maria? Like I say, with the sunk costs now of so many deaths on both sides, neither side want to give up anything. They've invested too much in terms of blood and material and destroyed cities and destroyed lives and economic fucking destruction that they're not prepared to just set all of that aside and come to a reasonable arrangement. Like it's fucking hella complicated, man. Shit don't just get sorted in a fucking day. And yet Trump supporters are like, yeah, no, he'll get it sorted. He'll end the forever wars. How? How is he going to fucking do that? Do you think he's actually fucking magic? Do you think he can just snap his fingers and make hundreds of years of history disappear? No. It's fucking stupid. This is a stab in the dark here, but he's going to U-turn and go further for Ukraine. That wouldn't surprise me, genuinely. Not because he supports Ukraine, but because a lot of people in the establishment in America support Ukraine. And so the path of least resistance when you're in office, and let's be honest, he goes with the path of least resistance when it suits him. And this will suit him because he needs to try and buy goodwill from Washington, and of course keep people in industry in good graces, and they've a lot of arms sales, including from Raytheon, killing brown kids with a smile. Use your 10% off bonus of Happy New Year KebKebsBullbags.com, and 10% off on your drone strikes. Yes. What was I going to say? Yeah, so there are lots of, like, it's easier for him to capitulate and be like, yeah, fuck it, let's send some shit to Ukraine. Because he doesn't want to appear to be like, basically, if he capitulates and Putin, like, strolls into fucking Kiev tomorrow, or Kyiv, I think is how we're supposed to pronounce it, everyone in the press will go, Trump's a pussy. Trump's a piece of shit. And the thing is, as much as Trump likes Putin and would like to side with Putin, Trump's main concern is Trump. That's it. Trump's main concern is what's best for me, what will make me look better, what will make me money. And Russia winning that war doesn't achieve either of those ends for him. So it wouldn't surprise me. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me to see him go back on that. Especially because he'll just use the same excuse he always does. It's the swamp. It wasn't me that made the decision to send another 60 gajillion to Ukraine. It was the swamp. I'm just a little small bean. Boo-hoo. Like, that's what he does. He did it in his first term. I have no reason to believe he wouldn't do it in the second term as well.
One of Twitch's largest Arabic streamers. He has 1.7 million followers. His name is Rakanu Live. Here's his channel. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have VODs, so I can't show you. But I do have lots of stuff saved. He was actually recently faced a 2-week ban for during a streaming. During a stream, he was saying stuff like "fuck you, Jew" and "I love Hitler." Which,
okay. Okay. I don't know that there's a context that makes that remotely okay, but I would like to hear the context of that. For instance, some of my banter with Maria End about her being a top-heavy Jew, would that fall into that as well? Even though I very much see both of those things, both being top-heavy and being Jewish, as positive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there are contexts in which you could say some of the jokes that I've made are bad or whatever, you know? So I'd be interested to hear, like, what the context for that was. Can we speed up Ethan? His delivery is painfully slow. I'm okay with the delivery for now, I think. So basically, no.
Again, I don't know if Dan considers that anti-Semitic. We might have to check with the ADL on that one. You know, Dan he's not quite sure where to put that. But he was banned for 2 weeks. Just before we get into that, show you a preview of what this guy's been talking about on social media. On October 40th.
Yeah, the Kev out of context one is fucking good. There are some belters in there. God. This is probably a bad idea, but it's happening. Let's have a look at the Kev out of context. By the way, everyone should go and follow the Discord, or join the Discord, and say hello. I don't know. Where is it? Where's Kev out of context? Where is Kev out of context? There he is. Ooh. Fucking little cunt. You fucking cunt. I'm gonna fucking stab you. I'm gonna stab you to death, you prick. Enough said. I don't want to do this anymore. Where's this?
I have been in a gay bar with the village people throbbing out YMCA within earshot of Lenin's tomb.
It's the greatest sentence ever spoken. Fuck yeah. Can we not have Adolf Hitler as a part of the emote? Like, I cannot put Hitler, any part of Hitler, into the emote. That's no. I appreciate it. You're trying. I like the thinking. The outcome, unfortunately, not great. I stand by that. That is 100% still Kev policy. Oh God, we're on it. Okay. This, I've got a very racist joke. Just know this, I've got a very racist joke. Fact. Don't send me pictures of Mitch McConnell smiling after I talk about his cock. It's fucking weird. Don't send me pictures of Mitch McConnell smiling after I talk about his cock. It's fucking weird. Don't send me pictures of Mitch McConnell smiling. I said my piece. I said my piece. I stand by it. 100%.
Off after October 7th, he said, my eyes are full. God burned the Jews. Sure, he means Zionists. He must just mean Zionists. Here's another one. God cursed the Jews everywhere. Oh, well, okay. That one's a little harder to defend. Because he says, God, see how I said I love that person who worries them, and this one is happy and says they deserve it. God damn the Jews everywhere. It's all in Arabic, so it's a little bit tricky. So if he says, God damn the Jews everywhere, that's kind of hard because they're talking about everywhere is, not just Israel, right? You would agree with that, Dan. So this is the kind of stuff that's been going on here with our good friend.
Okay, but he did get banned, right?
But what happened? Here's a clip. Calling his opponents Jews, as an insult and saying he loves Hitler.
Come, you pig, I will.
You pig.
Come, you pig,
You Jew.
trash,
You trash juke scum. You can actually kind of hear him. I know this because it's from the original VOD, but this is the best we could do in finding what survived.
I love the best.
Hitler.
Come.
Etc. Etc. It's just he's having a gamer.
Okay, that's Hitler cut. Don't send me pictures of Mitch McConnell smiling after I've talking about his cock. Okay? It's weird. It's deliberately weird, and I will not stand for it. Yeah, rightly fucking community noted. So Kemi Badenoch says the time is long overdue for a national inquiry into the rape gang scandal. Trials have taken place all over the country in recent years, but no one who's in the authority has joined the dots. 2025 must be the year that victims start to get justice. The Conservative government rejected a request for a public inquiry into grooming gangs in Oldham in September 2022. They also did not commission a national inquiry into grooming gangs during the 14 years they were in government. Tories not really covering themselves in glory lately, are they? They had former leadership contender and former Home Secretary, oh fuck's sake, not Priti Patel. Nah, why can't I think of her fucking name? Oh, that's so annoying. Anyway, former Home Secretary, describing Italy as building a border, a land border between itself and Turkey. Suella Braverman is the person I'm thinking of. Suella Braverman. Described on the radio, literally Italy building a land border with Turkey. Now, for those who don't know their European geography, and that's absolutely fine if you don't, there's a little problem with that. In between Italy and Turkey, there is a little thing called the Adriatic Sea, and then all of former Yugoslavia, and then Greece, and then Bulgaria, then Turkey. It is in fact the case that Italy and Turkey do not share a land border, or even close to a land border. So I don't know what fucking wall she is thinking of, but it is certainly not the thing that she described. I think she might be full of shit and is just a lying prick. Thoughts?
A moment, which is fair, you know. That's just what we do when us gamers get heated. However, so he was banned for 2 weeks for this, although Twitch reduced it to 1 week. Here's his Twitter replies, by the way, when he was announced that he got banned. Let's see. Here's his community.
Italy have reinforced their borders. They built a wall. I went to see that wall. They built a wall on the land border between Italy and Turkey. They've got drones. They've got armoured vehicles. They've got soldiers. The numbers crossing that border have plummeted. Italy.
So she's been there to the land border between Italy and Turkey that definitely exists. Brilliant. The finest minds of the Conservative Party, everybody. She went there. I believe her then. I definitely believe her. I was under the impression that Turkey and Italy didn't share a border, but if Suella Braverman went there, it must be true. It must be true. Geography has lied to me. I refuse to give in to the geography teacher industrial complex. I'm not going to be in the pocket of Big Atlas anymore, okay? Italy and Turkey have a border. She said it. I believe it. Boom. Boom.
I don't know if you guys notice something here that's somewhat common, a commonality here, but I'll just scroll. Let's see. Okay. Picture Hitler. This one's sensitive. Let me click that. Oh, it's just a picture of Hitler. Okay, got it. Let's see here. Hitler is your master. Here's a Heil Hitler.
to be fair, the love that is pretty funny. To be fair, but let's not look. It's still bad. You shouldn't do it, but it is kind of funny. It is kind of funny.
From a nice man. This one's censored. Let's see. Oh, it's Heil Hitler's actually. And this one
is it? That's the Hunger Games? Look, don't get me wrong. I think they're stupid and don't realise that it's the Hunger Games, but they're doing the three fingers. That's the Hunger Games, isn't it? I think so.
One? Oh, it's Hitler again. All right. So you guys get the idea at the sort of community he's fostering here. It's a lot of Hitlers, man. Wow. Not this one.
Well, all I'll say is it is Twitter. What did you expect? Like, it's literally just Nazis left now. It's just Nazis. Whether they're Arabic Nazis who want to be anti-Semitic or European or American Nazis or whatever, it's just Nazis. That's all that's left on that website now. Which is another reason it should be banned. Fuck them. Yeah. The only thing... Look, I don't think that Nazis should have access to the town square unless we invite our friend Gil to the town square as well. You know my friend Gil. You know. If he's there, set up, then by all means the Nazis can go there. Yeah. But other than that, they should not have access to the town square. Just saying.
Oh, this one was actually really nice. It shows IDF girls dancing and doing TikToks and stuff.
By the way, I should explain for the new people, the James from the internet people. My friend, Mr. O'Teen, he's an Irishman. He's just off camera. He's just there. Gil, Mr. O'Teen. He's got a long and storied history of dealing with bad people. He's got a very sharp tongue on him, and trust me, you don't want to get angry with him because you will lose your head. Okay. Just saying.
Stuff. Again, these are mandatory conscriptions. They're all like 18, 19 years old. Now here they roll the pictures from October 7th of civilians being murdered, people being taken hostage after they were raped, rocket attacks in Tel Aviv, paragliders who mass murdered concert goers, that kind of stuff. Not, just some light viewership. I mean, I could go all day. It's kind of actually pretty impressive. Yeah. People are putting his face on Hitler, which is epic and awesome. Now, what did he have to say about it?
Okay.
Here's his response. Let's take a look.
He is. His family did originally come from France. Yeah, a long time ago. Gil. Yeah, he's like I say, there's a long history of that family. They've been around some places,
Again, this is all like been erased and in Arabic, so I'm doing my best here.
Yeah,
but
you really are. You really are doing your best here. This is literally your best, and that really should tell you something, Ethan. That should really tell you something. That this is your best. This is the peak you can now achieve. Bravo. Bravo. How did your call in on LBC go? I was silenced, Leckers. I was fucking silenced. I rang in. They said they'd ring back if they could fit me into the show. Didn't get a call back. I was cancelled. I've been cancelled. I've been cancel cultured. Which means I should now get a book deal and a television show and do the rounds on all of the news interviews and stuff, because that's when you get cancelled. That's what you get, right? To show how silenced you've been.
said, in translation, even if 100 years pass, may God curse the Jews. Above every land and beneath every sky, you pigs, he said. He's just talking about Zionists. He also said down here, I met...
Well, why am I supposed to care about one person being a prick? You're like, okay, ban the anti-Semite, okay. Like, what has this got to do with your weird hate boner for Hassan? I don't get it.
A Jew in Cud who was wearing a pig flag and cursing Gaza. I did not tolerate it, and I separated from him and took him, his mother, and family captive, and I praised Hitler. I'm not quite sure if he's making a joke that he took them hostage and praised Hitler, or if this is actually a real anecdote where he said, Hail Hitler or something to an actual group of folks he encountered. I'm not really sure. But, and again, forgive me. This is all verified real text.
I do forgive you. Forgive him, chat, for he knows not what he does.
The URLs are here, but when you open it up, it's all like HTML and stuff. But these are all verified. So this is what he had to say about the ban. Let's take a look. Make that bigger for you. So he said, even if I get banned for a year, may Allah curse the Jews above any land and under any sky, you pigs. Okay, well, under any sky, I mean, I'm not in Israel. And I guess he's talking about me, or anyone in Europe or anywhere in America, really. All the lands and all the skies.
Okay, so you're focusing on this one dude, man. Yeah, okay, ban the anti-Semitic guy. Okay. What's this got to do with fucking hummus? What's this got to do with fucking hummus? You got people banned for not liking hummus, you prick. My cat just bit me. Innocent? No. Cat. I see you making accusations against your cat of supposed biting. I don't see any evidence. What you are doing is currently slandering my my client. I am the lawyer of your cat. I don't know if you knew this, cat, but I am. So I'm going to need you to retract that allegation. Or we're going to have to take this further. We're going to have to escalate this in a legal way, okay?
Guys, curse the Jews. This is the anecdote I read. He says, someone asked him, what did he say? Or I don't know what someone asked him, but he said, all I said is, I love Hitler, heart emoji. Normal stuff. Twitch, and then this happened after everything I just showed you. Twitch decided to give me a chance and reduce the ban by 50%. But there's a test I have to pass. And with these kind of questions, I don't think I'll pass. It turns out, however, though, he did pass because his 2-week suspension was reduced to 1 week. So thank you to Twitch for going lenient on this guy who was clearly just misunderstood.
Okay, but like, don't get me wrong, he clearly is an anti-Semite. But all of the stuff you were showing there was stuff from like Twitter. Are you suggesting they should go off-site? Like, he should be banned for stuff he didn't do on Twitch? Because that's it just makes for crazy, like, policing shit across social media platforms. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got no problem with Twitch bans this guy, because he's a fucking piece of garbage. I don't fucking want him here. But, like, the idea that Twitch are responsible for checking that every single one of their streamers is not saying something problematic on Twitter or Facebook or fucking Bebo or MySpace. What the fuck are you expecting from them? My cat has zoomies. Again, Cather, can you please not make allegations against my client? That's twice now you've done this. That's twice you have made allegations of, not necessarily criminality, but of unethical behaviour. That you cannot substantiate with evidence, and that is I will not put up with that. Okay, the good name of my client will not be dragged through the mud with your scurrilous accusations. It would be nice if they banned more Nazis. Very much so.
In our national lead, new details about the person.
Driver was shot in head before Trump. What the fuck? Police say an active had sustained a gunshot wound to the head prior to the detonation of the car. He was driving outside the international. Okay, when they say sustained, do they mean he killed himself or someone else shot him? Two guys from Fort Bragg rented cars through the same service and committed terrorist attacks on the same day. Looks too coordinated to be about a divorce and money problems. In a morbid way, Elon is probably elated. That's one hell of a comment. Sorry, I was just reading the comments there under that. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking mental. That's mental.
And taken out of context. Now, this guy, of course, fully sponsored up. He doesn't have VODs, but I've checked it before and I've seen it. If you look at the other...
Because he definitely wanted to, like, fucking... to try and get him banned. So he was going to, like, put complaints in about the VODs. But the VODs aren't there. So we can't try and get him banned.
Arabic streamers.
You know what? I've got something I want
You
to
basically
tell you.
get the same ads that you would get in English. I got a Fortnite ad, wait, a Volvo. Yeah, but he's fully monetized. He's fully added up. It's based on where you're located. So if you're in America, you're getting Volvo ads. Right after or before, you're getting a I love Hitler and fuck Jew pigs. 1 week it was reduced to, and I'm so grateful to Twitch and their leniency. I want to ask you guys one more time, going back to the Q&A he was putting on with the head of TwitchCon, and ask you if you think...
God almighty, you're a boring cunt, mate. This is why no one cares, by the way.
It was right to ban these questions during a Q&A.
Just
you
to
care
answer your
comment
question.
about the anti-Semitism?
No one cares.
And what the ADL said about Twitch? Permanently banned for that.
Yeah, but
why do you not?
But the ADL are fucking scum. Like, the ADL are literally just a foreign agent. Like, they're not an actual organisation that anyone should take seriously. They are an agent of the Israeli government in America. They have not verified themselves as such. They have not announced themselves as such to the American government. And thus, by the way, are obviously committing crimes. But they are precisely that. I don't give a fuck what they say about anti-Semitism. They clearly couldn't give two shits.
Not ban streamers that show terrorist propaganda on your website. It's explicitly allowed in TOS. Explicitly not allowed in TOS. But if you're big enough, you let them get away with it anyway, man. Man, permanently banned for that. Do you plan on addressing the anti-Semitism problem? 600-second timeout. They went easy on him. I can't wait for the Houthi update.
Well, the Houthi update, that's definitely not a dig at Hassan. I'm a very clever person.
You know, that one I understand because that one's more provocative and loaded. But why are legitimate questions being banned? 600 seconds timeout there. And...
because these people are just trolling, mate. These people are just trolling with their weird hyperfixation.
There you have it. So I would like to know why Dan Clancy, on his official Twitch channel, Q&A, is banning permanently chatters who are asking him quite politely and in a way that's very constructive. Do you care to comment about the ADL and anti?
He's been cooking up a content nuke against Hassan. Really? What the fuck? What's that based on?
Anti-Semitism will change. And I also want to give a shout out to Dan Clancy and his infinite wisdom and his lenience for reducing this fine young man's ban to 1 week. That's just a little update from me, your friend Ethan Klein, who's crashing out here in his basement.
Yes.
with
But
all
you,
that.
you say that like that's supposed to be like, oh, see, I'm self-aware. But actually, you're just continuing to crash out in your basement. Just referencing that doesn't make it any less pathetic.
That being said, I'm working on big things. This is just a little pop-up and a check-in. But I am working on something, a passion project, you might say, that I hope you all stand back and stand by for. Have a beautiful night, you guys, and thanks so much for watching.
Honestly, seek help. Please. So, to end off, best of funny football chants. This one isn't funny. His nose is upside. For those who don't know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has a big nose. That's literally what that is.
Your teeth are offside. Your teeth are offside. Louis Suarez. Your teeth are offside.
Ditto, but for teeth in this instance.
His eyes are offside. His eyes are offside. His eyes are offside.
That's not fun. That's not funny. That isn't funny. He just has slightly googly eyes. Stop it.
It's only 4-0. It's only 4-0. How shit must you be? It's only 4-0. Let's pretend. Let's pretend. Let's pretend we scored a goal.
Twats. Is there a fire trail? He had severe alcoholism problems all of his life. Oh. 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 Okay. Or is it just two people? You paid for your hats? It's a bit wordy, this one. Bit wordy, lads. You don't need to tell a story, you know? The Elephant Man. he was ugly. Diego Costa was just an ugly dude. Okay, that's just a bit racist. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. On that bombshell, that entirely unproblematic bombshell. I didn't fucking know there was going to be racism in there. Well, it is football, fans. It's to be expected, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to fuck off, I think. Thank you to everyone who raided and gave money and just people who were here. If you watched me for any amount of time, you're a fucking legend. Okay, let's see who's on YouTube. I can shuffle everyone over to. Is there anyone going? It's literally just President Sunday. He's on every fucking night, isn't he? Anyway, go and say hello to President Sunday. Who's going on Twitch? Let's have a shufty. Let's have a little fucking look, shall we? We've got Zakap, who I don't get to raid into very often, so we're going to go over to Zakap, who is good people. They're watching, is that Slavoj Zizek bit or something? I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back. We are well after midnight, so I'll probably be back tonight at some point, I imagine, with some things. Or not. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you all for listening and watching. You people are amazing. Free Palestine. No pass around.